Welcome to Factly, the place of interesting and unusual facts. Top 10 amazing facts about parrots you didn't know. Birds rank as the fourth most popular pet in America, behind dogs, cats, and fish. In the United States, an estimated 14 million birds, many of them parrots, are kept in captivity. And it's understandable why. These avian creatures are difficult to resist with their alluring hues, acrobatic movements, and frequently goofy personalities. Pet parrots can be wonderful, if demanding, but they also provide some surprising obstacles for owners more accustomed to cuddly mammalian companions. Long-lived, smart, and extremely sociable birds require a lot of care and stimulation, or they could develop undesirable habits and become so bored and upset that they even pluck out their own feathers. While some pet parrots come from breeders, the trade in exotic parrots is the key factor in the decrease of these birds in the wild. Since the 1992 Wild Bird Conservation Act, import limits were passed, and thankfully, trafficking of wild birds has decreased in the United States and across the world. Now let's get into the video. Number 1. Parrots can mimic humans, but some may know more than you think. Everybody has seen films of parrots introducing themselves and mimicking their owner's speech. But did you know that some of the budgies have 2,000-word vocabularies? Even the question of whether parrots have a cognitive knowledge of what to say is up for contention in the intellectual community. African gray parrot Alex was well known and had a vocabulary of roughly 100 words. Nevertheless, other investigations revealed that he was able to distinguish between smaller and larger items, and he could even distinguish between various objects based on their shapes alone. Fascinatingly, even flock members who have not been trained from a young age can pick up some of the sentences used by captive talking parrots when they were released back into the wild. Therefore, use caution when speaking to parrots because they just may be able to understand what you're saying. Number 2. Parrots can mimic all sorts of sounds. They have a complex system of shrills and squawks that can communicate with other parrots and warn them of predators or alert them of the presence of food. The only significant predators of the majority of parrots are larger birds of prey. However, a baby parrot may need to be on the lookout for things like snakes and even monkeys. Additionally, some parrots communicate with their feathers. The crests on the head of cockatoos can be raised or lowered at a whim. They communicate with other parrots using these feathers, either to entice a partner or ward off any predators. Selective breeding or genetic mutations can produce certain crests in domesticated parrot species. Research into this topic is widespread because it is not quite clear how or why this particular trait has persisted in domesticated parrots that don't need a crest. Perhaps they simply enjoy being glamorous. So who's a handsome boy? Number 3. Parrots can live over 100 years. If I told you that certain parrots can live for more than 1 century, would you believe me? Despite being uncommon, there have been several confirmed parrots to be living over a century old. Winston Churchill, a former president of the United States, was well renowned for his collection of unusual and exotic animals, which included a blue macaw parrot by the name of Charlie. Charlie would be more than 110 years old if the figures are accurate and the tale is genuine. What an old parrot that is! Some kinds of parrots can live well over 80 years. 2 species in particular, the macaw and the Amazon, are renowned for having extended lifespans. Due to their lengthy lifespan, owners frequently pass their parrots on to their offspring. If you're considering getting a parrot, find out how long they live so you know what kind of a commitment you can expect. You must be completely prepared for the serious commitment that comes with adopting a macaw or an Amazon. They'll probably be a member of your family for the rest of your life because they have an average lifespan of more than 80 years. Number 4. Parrots can weigh up to around 7 pounds. The kakapo is the heaviest of all 250 species of parrots since it may weigh up to 7 pounds and it's nocturnal. It is also the only parrot species that cannot fly. In addition to its hefty build and its enormous size, the kakapo is widely regarded as one of the world's rarest parrots. In fact, it's estimated that there are only about 126 of these birds still in existence today. However, because of conservation efforts, these magnificent birds have been relocated to 3 distinct islands that are free of predators, where it is hoped they will be able to mate and begin to thrive once more. Number 5. Many parrots are omnivores and will eat pretty much anything. Parrots consume a diverse range of foods, including fruit, seeds, nuts, meat, insects, and even other animals. Some species, such as the rainbow-colored lory and the lorikeets of the South Pacific, feed nearly exclusively on nectar using tongues that are dipped with brushes. Nevertheless, in recent years, even these birds have been photographed eating meat at feeding stations in Australia. Number 6. Parrots have been known to grow feral. During the middle to late parts of the 20th century, a number of rose-ringed parakeets that had been kept in captivity broke free and established a population in the southern region of England, primarily in the city of London. You can still find rose-ringed parakeets perched in trees if you go to Crystal Palace Park or Hampstead Heath today. These parrots have been accustomed to living in an environment that is very unlike their natural habitat in order to survive. And it's not only in the UK either. The rose-ringed parakeet has also been spotted in Belgium, Italy, Portugal, the Netherlands, and Germany. There have even been reports of individuals in the United States and Lebanon. When you are out and about in London the next time, keep a lookout for one of your colorful buddies who might be perched up in a tree. Number 7. The world's smallest parrot is only 3 inches long. The fact that the world's tiniest parrot was head-to-tail length of only 3 to 4 inches on average is pretty incredible to think about. Pygmy parrots are nimble, quick, and exceptionally small birds that can be found in New Guinea and on the islands that surround it in the Pacific. These extremely little parrots are indigenous, and they hunt for food in dense vegetation and brush on the islands of New Guinea itself. This kind of parrot is notable for the fact that it is one of the only varieties of parrots that consume fungi and mushrooms for food rather than insects. This is an important fact to keep in mind in this breed of parrot. Number 8. Parrots build nests inside trees. You might believe that, like the majority of bird species, parrots build their nests on the tree branches. Even if some parrots do in fact construct their nests in this manner, the majority prefer the added security provided by genuine holes and hollowed out portions inside trees. The mother parrot may care for her young in a secure, stress-free environment thanks to the increased level of protection against natural predators provided by this. Number 9. Around 1/3 of the world's parrots face extinction. More and more species are consistently being added to the IUCN Red List of threatened species as a result of the combination of habitat loss and ongoing poaching for the purpose of the pet trade. In Ghana, for instance, a research paper published in November indicated that logging had caused 99% of the African gray's population to be eradicated. This poses a threat to the wild population of any well-known species of parrot. Number 10. Those beaks, they are extra special. A number of species of parrots have upper and lower beaks that may hinge together. This indicates that both of the individual's mandibles are able to move, unlike in humans who only have the lower mandible that is able to move. These strong beaks come in handy when cracking open seeds, which make up a majority of the parrot's food. On a Friday night, there are certainly a lot of folks out and about who wish they had the capacity to do this. They also use them for various purposes, such as preening themselves, feeding their young, and soliciting potential mates. In addition to that, parrots are one of the few bird species that use their feet to bring food up to their mouths, making them unique among all birds. It's possible that you've witnessed a parrot keeping a seed in place with its foot as its lower mandible crushed it in order to extract the nutrients contained within. We should count ourselves fortunate that people can just pop a vitamin tablet. Well, we are at the end of another awesome video that I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see other videos like this, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.